What internet marketing expert should you spend your valuable time listening to? Listen to someone who has over 20 years of web marketing experience and hundreds of website marketing success stories. That man is Aaron Sparks from Site Strategics. And this is Edge of the Web Radio.
All right, hey, an article from Search Engine Journal. We love Neil Patel, and by the way, in the focus of this article, it's about digital content theft, and we want to make sure that we give credence where credence is due. This guy's got a great article. We wanted to showcase it on the site or on the show itself. You know, it's easy to steal content with a couple keystrokes. Anyone with an internet connection can claim your content, right? I mean, it's in plain sight. So how do you defend yourself against that content? Well, Neil has some great points of interest on how to protect that. I mean, it takes you a long time to write that content, right, Doug?
It does.
Doug's an avid writer for Marketing Tech Blog, and you need to be able to protect it. So he went through a few methods of defending against content theft. None of this is foolproof, but you don't need to do all of them either. However, there are a few anti-theft practices in place. You can dramatically reduce the incidences of content theft. And actually, Doug, you do one of these. But have you come across this? Use PubSub Hubbub. I'm sorry. PubSub Hubbub. It's a very scary name, but it's a very... It's a helpful tool. Simply put, it's a reference implementation and update notification between publisher and subscribe. Using the service, you can basically claim ownership of original publication of your work. WordPress users can install this plugin to make it easy to use, and Jeff Bullis describes the service in this way. By pinging PubSub Hubbub, you are informing a trusted source that you are the original source of the content who wrote it first. That's a pretty cool tool. Another just an insight, put your bio on every article that you write. A footer at the bottom of every article. You can also make sure that your bio is marked up with the rel author connection that Google provides us. But don't depend simply on linked social icons in a bio. Put the bio there. Another point, use lots of internal linking between articles. Okay? It's easy to lift content, but the cheats that go out there, they lift content and they don't even scrub their content.
Right.
So you can actually track down a lot of broken links out there, going back to your articles and track down who's using your content, right? For example, if you write a line like this, in which the underlying text is hyperlinked to an article you wrote, check out the article I wrote on an awesome link building, right? And that goes to your article hard-coded, not a relative link. And if you need to know the difference, look that up real quick. It needs to refer to your absolute domain. Then all of a sudden you can see that link that's coming from somebody else's article. Create unique images. If you have time and the ability, you can make your own images, and if you make custom images for each article, add your logo or identity to the picture, like a watermark or what have you, right?
Yep.
Or you use stock photos, absolutely. And that's what Doug told us a while back he was doing, just to report those stock photos with the breach of license, because you buy the license to use those photos, don't you?
Yep.
But if somebody lists that content and they take that photo right with them, they ain't licensed to use that, right. And you spin around and you report them to the stock photo agency. That's a fantastic technique. Use their lawyers.
Yep, exactly. They got big bucks to go do that.
Yep. Another point from Neil was to use personal anecdotes. Use some personal insights that you have about your life and your experiences, not just an article that has no personal trappings to it, because they're not going to take the time to scrape it, clean it, and repurpose it. They're just going to move on.
Right.
Write in first person regularly, and using a first person voice is just good writing to begin with, but it's also good theft prevention as well. No one can claim to be you as effectively as you can. So it's a matter of just how you write. Now, here's a few other points. Register for a copyright, which is a little bit more legalese, obviously, but that's the nature of the game right here. Use Copyscape. or add a Copyscape banner. If you don't know what Copyscape is, it's a great tool that scours and indexes the web for any Spiderable content, and it will show you any copies of your site that are online, and it's fantastic. Set up Google alerts for content that's unique to your strings of characters on your pages as well. So Google will pop as soon as it spiders a page that has your exact content. That's a great alert system, and it's almost instantaneous.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And check out Google Image Search for custom images as well. So you've got a lot of information. There are a lot of plagiarism checking tools. Copyscape.com is one of them. PlageTracker.com, DMCA.com, and many, many more. I tell you what, collect the evidence, look at what you've got there. Go to edgeofthewebradio.com. We got a link to this article. It's fantastic. Prevent theft. Prevent digital theft. All right, do not be a piece of stubborn driftwood. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.